I mean, I don't really like watching shit again, but I could definitely watch the episodes again. It was good. I mean, it even has been what I think a week or two, and there's still people talking about it.
Still talking about like I could go ahead and watch all 10 episodes again.
Yeah.
I know Sunday ESPN also did because Sundays it's gonna be like a documentary, sports documentary for ESPN, and I know part one of the Lance Storm story was
Lance Armstrong.
What did I say?
Lance Storm,
That's
the
a wrestler.
The Canadian.
Yeah. So Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, who had the cancer in one ball or one of his nuts, I believe, and he had everybody in the world, and I mean everybody in the world, wearing that yellow rubber band in their fucking wrist. You could be fucking in the hood, Beverly Hills, everywhere in this fucking world. Everybody was wearing that Life Strong, because I even ordered that shit, and I was wearing them at work.
Yeah.
And you get 2 for $10. And it's based on him. I think in total 4 hours. The first 2 were Sunday that just passed, and then this Sunday is going to be 2 more. Hopefully I get to watch it. I know ESPN is going to do one on Bruce Lee. That's the one I'm waiting for, which is next Sunday, June 7th. And then I believe there's another one after that.
Is it Mark McGuire?
And Sammy Sosa. Yeah. So, ESPN is getting into that. Let's bring all those 30 for 30 back now. Because I think these are 30 for 30s now. But still, it's something that we want to watch. Definitely the Bruce Lee thing I want to watch. I'm a fan of Bruce Lee and shit and go like that. I would like to see another Mike Tyson documentary to see if ESPN could do one like that. But, sports is just like watching old games now. Like, that's all we do now on ESPN.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're giving. It's either that or fucking sports. People playing against each other. But right now, sports is just like they're saying they're giving a lot of the good classic basketball games. I mean, sports is so crazy that I think I had Albert over on Friday and I was showing him highlights of Barry Sanders and different running backs.
I was HARD.
And we were like that. Oh! So we were that's just the way it is right now. So, which is kind of good because we're appreciating some of the old stuff. And I think it just started with the Michael Jordan. So a lot of people now starting to probably watch some of their old or favorite games or favorite players and stuff. So, that's pretty much it for sports. Of course, on the next, have you been watching anything new on TV?
Before we get into that, I had a question because I was watching a TV show and I forget the name of it. It might have been Seinfeld.
Yep.
They were in a place eating breakfast, and when I go to a place with you guys and have breakfast, I normally get pancakes, scrambled eggs, or toast, coffee. I don't know. I feel that like that's the normal. I was watching this show, and they had a boiled egg on a boiled egg cup.
God damn.
Never seen this in my life. Have you ever experienced that? Or is that just a white people stuff?
A lot of white people. I never experienced.
So it was like a white egg, like an egg.
Yeah, a boiled egg.
And it was like on a cup specifically for an egg.
Yeah, like I know you're talking about like a holder for it, like the hookah holder, and then the egg is on top.
Yeah, and then that person was eating fruits and toast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he took a knife and started cracking the egg. I'm like, yeah, but if you get a regular plate, it's the same thing. Like, have you ever experienced that? An egg holder?
No, not for me. Not for me.
Have you ever had boiled egg for breakfast?
No. I'm more of a scrambled omelet,
sunny side up.
Yeah. But that's normal. I've even traveled to different countries and they do different things.
I did not know how to say huevo frito. You know when you say huevo frito, it's called sunny side up in English. I didn't know that was the correct form or saying to say huevo frito because I was dating a white girl. And when I heard her at a IHOP, they asked her, "How you want your eggs?" And she goes, sunny side up. I never.
I know.
I kept saying, I want fried eggs. That's all I knew how to say. Because in Spanish, when you say huevo frito,
it's fried egg.
It's a fried egg, but it's sunny side up.
Yeah.
When she says sunny side up, I wait. When he asked me, I was like, yo, scramble. I asked her, yo, what the fuck you mean sunny side up?
But then when you saw it.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, shit.
Yo, I was like, yo, that's huevo frito. I wanted my shit like that. Dude.
Nah.
That was just me.
I mean, the same thing, too. I never knew what the fuck was sunny side up. Is there another term, too, that they use, like, for yolk or something? Like, if you want the yolk a certain way? I don't know.
What is it? I want a soft yolk?
I don't know. I think I've heard another term, but yeah, sunny. I never knew that either. But because I've always ordered scrambled or omelet. And then also when you go on vacation, they got fucking. You want the Western omelet? You want the fajita omelet?
Oh yeah.
They got all types of omelet.
The ranchero omelet.
I don't know what the fuck is a Western omelet. I don't know what's a fucking fajita omelet. And what other times? And what's the other thing that you get that's like an omelet, but it's fucking like humongous? They sell it in that pancake spot by where Jesus lives. The original pancakes, yeah. They don't call it omelet. They call it like falafel or some shit. Like the pancake is mad big.
Oh,
and you can fold it.
I know what you're talking about, but I think they made that name up for them. But I know what
I think that there's a name.
There's a name for it?
Yeah.
But the sunny side up caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I never knew how to say huevo frito in English.
Yeah.
I just kept saying, yo, man, fried egg. Yeah, they all get fried. How do you want it? I don't know, man. You know, man, the yellow part soft. Oh, that's how you want it? Yeah, man, the yellow part soft. Dude, call me naive. Call me dumb. But I didn't know it was sunny side up.
Yeah, I know.
It makes sense because it's yellow. It's the sun, sunny side up. Okay. But can we call it a different name?
You know what I'll tell you that I didn't know? That I was mad stupid to? Hors d'oeuvres. I thought hors d'oeuvres was like a plate because I always heard it in movies.
Okay.
We're going to give them hors d'oeuvres. I thought it was like that's a plate. That's like a food, like sushi.
Yeah.
But then until I got older, I was like, oh, hors d'oeuvres like that. And then even to spell it, I used to call it devours. Every time I used to see it, what's devours? What's this on the menu? You mean hors d'oeuvres? But I used to see it in movies when I was young, and I used to hear hors d'oeuvres, and I thought hors d'oeuvres was like a plate, like it was like a name for something.
Gotcha.
I didn't know it was like a group hors d'oeuvres.
I just had to throw that out there. I didn't know. I'm getting smarter to the game. Now I know how to say sunny side up, and I feel like when they ask me in a restaurant, I feel like an adult. Yeah, I want them sunny side up, please.
Does your girl know what sunny side up is?
Oh, that's a good question.
You should try it with her. ¿Cómo tú lo quieres? Quiero huevo frito.
Yeah.
Okay, ordénalo.
Look, she always orders scramble. She always want her egg scramble. That's the thing. I've never asked for a boiled egg in a restaurant in my life. Never.
I've seen people eat it. I used to work with a
coworker.
coworker.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You know who I see eating a boiled egg?
Salad.
Fucking Rich. I could picture Rich eating a boiled. Yeah, man. Let me get a boiled egg. I could picture him ordering it. But like, if I'm going to IHOP, let me get a stack of pancakes and 2 boiled eggs. Like, I've never had that in my mind. Like going to a diner or somewhere to eat breakfast. Yes, I want a boiled egg. I only done it here in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the salt and the fucking little pepper and lime or whatever. But never in a restaurant. That's just me. I had to throw it out there. Sunny side up.
No, it's a good one. I never seen that with the boiled egg. And I mean, I've been to different places that they order. I remember when I first went to London, and I think I will go to breakfast by myself. And the one thing they used to bring like coffee and tea together, and then they would bring milk with like sugar cubes and then scones. I never knew what the scone was.
Oh, but
like,
Larry
I know
David
now.
does know.
But back then, do you want a scone? And I'm like, nah. I don't know what the fuck is that. It sounds like it's hot. So I never got a scone. But yeah, there was just different things they used to order. Like for breakfast, I used to see people eating. I just used to go in the hotel, get a box of cereal, get milk, and get the croissants. That's all I ate.
That's all you need.
But
quick breakfast.
But yeah, so
what was the question you had?
TV shows. Anything new have you been watching?
Dude, anything new? So TV
or even any old. Because a lot of us, we all been quarantined. We've been either watching something new or something we haven't watched in a long time.
So lately, I've been watching Fast and the Furious movies. I do not know why.
Yeah.
But I just, every time I turn it, because we have the All Day channel.
Yeah.
And I always go to the Fast and the Furious one. So they're always giving the first one, the second one, 5, 6, they scattered all around.
Mm-hmm.
TV shows that I've watched that I stay consistent with is Billions, the new season, which is fucking this show keeps getting better and better every time. Like from season 1 to season 5, it's like I've not seen one episode that I've not liked. It's been consistent. Right now, documentaries. Which is the one that we were talking about over the weekend?
Ooh.
I know the one. I'm watching a Brazilian one right now called Killer Ratings, about a guy who has a TV show, but now they're trying to find out if he was a mafioso, killing people to get ratings. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's in Portuguese, but I put it for the sound could be in Spanish, if I could hear them talking Spanish, because I didn't understand Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
So I changed it on the settings that it could be. I thought I was going to be able to put it in English, but I only had the option to put it in Spanish. I guess it was the closest thing.
You got English subtitles?
No, I don't even have subtitles. I'm just listening to it in Spanish.
Gotcha.
But they do put there's certain things that they write on screen in Portuguese and they'll write it in Spanish for you to read what it is.
Okay.
But it's been cool so far. I'm on episode 3. But other than that, I watched this movie last night called The Inherents, which was okay movie.
I fell asleep.
You were watching that?
Because my girl...
Oh, my girl told her.
Yeah, I was watching something. I was watching... it's on Stars. It's called... Hightown. Yeah.
Yanni told me to watch that.
I was watching Hightown, and then she was like, "Oh, Inheritance," and she was on her phone, so I'm like, "Just put it now." But I fell asleep.
It was a cool concept. The concept is cool. You got to stay with it all the way to the end.
Yeah, I fell asleep because I was tired. I didn't like what I think was the acting. The acting for me was bad, but I was tired.
The main girl.
The concept got better.
The main girl.
Because I was trying to sleep, but I kept hearing.
No, towards the end they flip it and you go, "What the fuck?"
Oh, okay.
No way. So the ending was cool. It was a cool flip.
Yeah.
The guy that was, I can't even say what was he doing, but one of the guys, he's semi-famous.
Mm-hmm.
He's in other movies. But the young girl and the brother, I've never seen them, but I see what you mean about the acting, but the storyline, they flipped it, and I was like, okay, I could see where the whole shit was at. The father, he's
the guy from
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, yeah.
Yeah, and Rules of Engagement.
Yeah, Rules of Engagement, yeah.
So it was a cool concept. I know she keeps telling me to watch this movie called The Proximity.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta sit down and watch. And another thing that I watched that maybe Milton might like is this thing called Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Is that a cartoon?
It's an animated.
Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking of watching.
It's an animated movie. It's a good watch. If you guys are into that comic book DC Marvel shit, I suggest give it a watch. But that's what I've been. And yesterday on YouTube, I watched a documentary about the Batmobile. Don't ask me why, because I'm a Batman fan, but I just found it on YouTube, and it was only an hour long. And they were talking about from the first Batmobile all the way to the new one we got, which is called a Tumbler.
So did it go from the cartoon version or movies.
It went